Good evening. My name is Don Van Zant. I'm a student at Western Governors University, and this is my presentation for Effective Communications class. I want to talk to you today about a topic that I feel is very important, very vital to the workplace, but oftentimes somewhat overlooked, you might say. And that is religious rights in the workplace. Let me ask you this. What do all of these have in common? The cross, the Star of David, the bindi, which is this dot in the forehead of our Hindu young lady here, the lotus flower you see the Buddha carrying, and obviously the star and crescent of the Islamic religion. What do they have in common? I'll tell you what they have in common. They're all religious symbols that various and different religions all hold very, very near and dear. And while they may differ in their opinions of who God is or how that relates to society, one thing they all agree upon is that their religion is very vital and very important to them. And so we should respect the religion of others. Number one, because there are laws that protect the religious rights of employees in the workplace, and also because it is simply the right thing to do. Today I'm going to talk to you about these couple of different issues, but let's look first at the laws that govern religion in the workplace. The first law that we look at and notice, obviously, is the First Amendment of our Constitution. It is a constitutional amendment, therefore giving it as much power as any other part of our United States Constitution. The amendment prohibits laws impeding the free exercise of religion, and that is likewise included in the workplace. Even in the place that you work, in the place that I work, we are allowed certain religious rights and certain religious freedoms because our United States Constitution protects us in this area. There's also Title VII of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. According to the Civil Rights Act of 1964, an employer may not fail to hire or terminate an employee for religious reason. What I'm telling you is this. If you apply for a job and you go in for an interview, the company that you are applying for cannot refuse to hire you based solely on your religious idea or on your religion. Likewise, if you are employed at a company, by law, according to Title VII of the Civil Rights Act, they cannot terminate you based solely on religious grounds. An employer, likewise, may not segregate employees for religious reasons. If you work at any facility and you find yourself put off to the side or working alone and you suspect that it might be for religious reasons, for example, if you are a Muslim and you work in a largely Christian environment and they all the time put you off by yourself to work, there might be some grounds there for a religious discrimination suit against this company. Now, I'm not telling you to file a lawsuit, but you are protected by the law. In the state of Oklahoma, there is what we call the Oklahoma Human Rights Commission. If you feel as though your rights are being violated, and if you feel as though you are experiencing some sort of religious discrimination, depending on where it is that you live, you are able to contact one of two offices. There's an office in Oklahoma City, the Jim Thorpe building, and here we have listed their contact information if you feel the need to contact them. Or if you live in the Tulsa area, they also have a Tulsa field office that you may likewise contact, and here is their information if you're interested or need to contact them for your religious freedoms. I want you to understand this morning that you are protected by the law to practice your religion. This is America. This is the United States, the land of the free, the home of the brave. So don't feel afraid or nervous because of your religious ideas. But you know, aside from the law and aside from whatever governing bodies that may constitute law in this great land, there's also another side to this argument. And that's that sometimes the best thing to do is just to do the right thing. It's wrong to discriminate against somebody for their religion. It's wrong to put somebody down because they disagree with you. So let me tell you a few different things that you could do as an employee in a situation like this. Things you should not do concerning a co-worker's religion. You do not have to agree with everyone's religion. There's no law that says you have to agree with my religion or that I have to agree with yours. But you should never ridicule or make religious jokes. That's demeaning, and that puts people down. If you're in management, you should never refuse to hire or promote based on religious difference. You should never engage in a quote-unquote religious debate at work, because nobody likes to hear one of those, do they? And last of all, when it comes to religion, and if you are approached about a religious topic or an issue, you have the right as an employee, if you disagree or don't want to be involved, you can just walk away. Dr. Martin Luther King said it this way: we must live together as brothers and sisters or perish together as fools. I know we have religious differences. I know we have differences of opinion. But your religious ideas are, number one, protected by the law. And number two, it's just the right thing to care about the religious opinions of your fellow coworkers. Thank you for your time this evening.